Hello guys, how are you doing today? In this video I'm going to be introducing us to coding and programming. I know there's a buzzword tech flying around and most of us were interested in going into tech, but we don't know how to start or we're confused on the right path to take. As a matter of fact, you may actually be watching this video because you're interested in tech. So in this video, I'll try my best to break it down in a way you will understand, such that you would not only get started, but you would also take the right path, because it is very important that you start off right. So the word tech, coding, programming, or whatever word you choose to call it, is very vast, as it covers a wide range of discipline, from web development to mobile development to machine learning and artificial intelligence in general, to game development, software testing, cyber security, ethical hacking, and so on. So even web development, if we want to talk about web development on its own, it is kind of broad, since it covers both front-end development, back-end development, UI, UX, and so on. So one thing you should have in mind while watching this video is trying to choose the part of tech to belong to, and this is based on some factors like what is needed most in your area, what interests you the most, what skill you have at the moment. Let's take for instance an example. If you're good with colors and designs, you may choose to go into UI, UX, and that's just an example. So let's shift from these, and besides this discipline, there are various programming languages available. As a matter of fact, there are over 100 programming languages available, so you might be confused on which one to start with. For instance, we have Python, C#, C++, Java, JavaScript, TypeScript, GraphQL, Kotlin, Ruby on Rails, PHP, and so on and so forth. So now, if we want to talk about tech in general, which I think technology is applying scientific knowledge to solve problems, okay, it's going to be inexhaustible. So I'll just try to limit my talk to software coding and development. Also, when you've chosen a path to take, there is also need for you to get the necessary and the right tools to start up with to make your dream a reality. So in this video and the follow-up videos, I'll try to explain some of these things, how you can take your journey to become a good developer, and where you can get resources, and so on and so forth. So let's start looking at these disciplines, which in this video I'll be limiting it to just web development. So when we talk about web development, it simply involves trying to create or build a website or maintaining a website. Like I said earlier, web development on its own is vast, as it includes aspects like web design, web publishing, web programming, database management. So with web development, you can make websites for yourself and for others. So the good news is that learning web development is not that hard, and you get to see your results instantly. And another thing is that there are lots of resources online for you to start web development. And for beginners, starting with web development it's okay, because it's not that difficult to get started. So at this point, it is important to note that there are two broad divisions of web development. We have front-end development, which is called the client-side development, and we also have back-end development, which is called the server-side development. In the next video, I'll explain this more. But in summary, front-end development is constructing what a user sees. When you visit a website, that thing you see, that's front-end. You load a web application, you get to see the content, the design, you get to see how they interact with one another. So this is done using three codes. We have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So back-end development controls what goes on behind the scenes of your web application. So a back-end most time consists of a database that generates what you get to see on the front end. So let's see a simple example. When you log into Facebook today, you are greeted with latest feeds and they are not what you saw the previous day when you came there. So ask yourself a question: how did this thing change? Is it that somebody who works at Facebook tries to update your feed manually? No, that's not how it happens. So a script on your Facebook backend would have generated this update, and then this thing gets to regenerate this update again for you on your front end. So it happens like that. So a website like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they are said to be dynamic because anytime you visit them, the contents change. That means they get to receive data constantly from the back end. Okay, they are known as dynamic websites. On the other hand, the one that is always static, they are known as static website, since the contents on the site do not change. They are always there. Then we talk about the languages that can be used to write back-end codes. We have PHP, Ruby on Rails, Python, Node.js. These are frameworks as well. Perl. We also have .NET. Okay, so now that you've gotten these ideas, you may be interested to start your journey in web development. So please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon, because in the next video I'll be drawing you a roadmap on how to become a front-end web developer, and I will also tell you where you can get valuable resources to start with. And then after that, the next video I will also be drawing you a roadmap on how to become a successful back-end developer, if that is what you are interested in. So if you're also interested in other areas of programming, do take a moment to check the playlist if I've made a video of what interests you, so that you can get on with coding. So see you next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share.